Welcome back to another Social Security benefits update. A lot of Democrats are pushing for additional checks to be sent this summer. So we're going to discuss the chances of having another round of stimulus checks, that $200 per month stimulus boost for those who are on Social Security, as well as a new proposal by Democrats to increase monthly benefit payments for those who are on Social Security. But before we get into it, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I'd also like to thank my sponsor, Webull. They've partnered with me to provide free stocks for my viewers, valued up to $1,800. It's completely free, and feel free to sell the stocks immediately to use the money if you'd like. All you have to do is open an account using the link that's in the description of this video. With President Biden set to approve his next stimulus package, which focuses on infrastructure this summer, a lot of Democrats are pushing him to include another round of checks. This includes Democrats like Bernie Sanders, AOC, and Elizabeth Warren. We have over 75 congressmen and women pushing Biden to do so, so there is a chance this will happen. Now, what is realistic and what is not? Let's start with what is realistic. First of all, that $300 per week unemployment boost, there is a really good chance that will be approved. There is a lot of support to make that happen again. So I would like to argue, if we could give those who are unemployed $300 per week, why can't we give seniors a $200 per month boost? Makes no sense. Let me know in the comments if you agree. Another thing that is likely to be approved is that child tax credit. Remember, in this previous stimulus package, they approved a $3,000 per year tax credit, which could actually go up to $3,600 if your child is under 6 years old. And this is going to be paid out in monthly payments of about $300 per month. Again, if we can do this for those who have children, why can we not do that $200 per month stimulus for those who are on Social Security? Let me know in the comments if you agree. But these two things are likely to be included either in this next stimulus package or the subsequent stimulus package, which is expected to be approved in the latter portion of 2021. Now, as far as another round of stimulus checks, it's actually unlikely that will happen. The way things are currently going, vaccinations are happening at a rapid rate, the economy is slowly starting to reopen, and it looks like unemployment is actually going down as well. So as things stand today, we don't really expect to have another round of actual stimulus checks, but we do have Democrats pushing for more targeted stimulus to continue. Again, that weekly unemployment boost, that monthly child tax credit, as well as that monthly $200 boost for those who are on Social Security. Democrats like AOC continue to push Biden to include targeted stimulus in his next package, so we're hoping we can make this happen, and the door still is open to have more payments approved either this summer or later this year through the next stimulus package. Now, we're hoping Democrats like AOC can get this done and get more stimulus approved for those who need it the most, especially those who are retired and those who are disabled. She recently held an interview where she said that Joe Biden's $2 trillion price tag on this next stimulus package is just a starting point, and she is hoping to spend $10 trillion over the next few years to provide stimulus for the elderly, for those who are retired, for those who are disabled, as well as healthcare and other things of that nature. But guys, let's watch this video. Let's take a look and see what AOC had to say, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And right after that video, we're going to cover Democrats' proposal to increase monthly Social Security benefits.
This one, what may happen is that President Biden may say, listen, today in Pittsburgh, I want $2.25 trillion over 8 years. But when it lands in the House, you and your colleagues may say $2.25 trillion is a starting point, but this needs to be a bigger bill. This needs to get larger before the Senate even gets a look at it. Is it fair to expect that that may be the way this goes?
Absolutely. If we could wave a magic wand and the progressives in the House were able to name any number and get it through, which obviously isn't the case, but if we're looking at ideals and what we think is the actual investment that can create tens of millions of good union jobs in this country, that can shore up our healthcare, our infrastructure, our housing, and doing it in a way that draws down our carbon emissions to help us get in line with the IPCC standards, we're talking about realistically $10 trillion over 10 years. And I know that may be an eye-popping figure for some people, but we need to understand that we are in a devastating economic moment. Millions of people in the United States are unemployed. We have a truly crippled healthcare system and a planetary crisis on our hands. And we're the wealthiest nation in the history of the world. So we can do 10 trillion. That is a thing of political imagination. However, even when you break it up into those two parts, what's important to remember is that this actually isn't just a progressive versus a moderate issue. You have some of the most conservative members of the Democratic caucus, like Joe Manchin, that have even signaled support for a $4 trillion infrastructure plan, which is double in the numbers.
You're probably thinking 10 trillion sounds like a ridiculous amount, and that is a ridiculous number. But just to put it in perspective, that is less than was spent on the subsequent wars that were caused by 9/11. So if we could spend that amount of money on wars, we should be able to spend that amount of money on our retirees and those who are disabled to provide a life of dignity, to provide affordable housing. So if we're going to approve more stimulus and if we're going to increase Social Security benefits, we're going to need congressmen and women like AOC who will fight to increase spending in the right places. Because if we could spend your tax money on wars, we should be able to spend your tax money to provide you with a good quality of living. And we do expect Democrats to push for Social Security benefits reform, and we do have a proposal by Democrats which is expected to increase benefits for the majority of you who are on Social Security and make sure that the program remains solvent until the year 2100. This is why this plan is called the Social Security 2100 Act. And this plan would expand benefits for all current and future Social Security recipients, cut taxes for over 10 million seniors, so you would pay less taxes on your benefits, and ensure that the system remains solvent for the rest of this century. This was originally proposed by Representative John B. Larson, and a lot of these ideas were actually included in President Biden's plan. I've talked about Biden's plan in a lot of my videos, but this one is actually even a little more generous and a little more aggressive in regards to increasing monthly benefits. Now, this would increase monthly benefits for the majority of people who are on Social Security. Now, first of all, he wants to approve on average a 2% increase for everyone on Social Security benefits across the board. Because let's be honest, these annual COLA increases have been completely ridiculous and not large enough. He also wants to change the formula which is used to calculate COLA, which would provide a larger annual increase based off of expenses that the elderly have to deal with, especially healthcare costs and housing costs. This is similar to President Biden's plan. He also wants to increase the monthly minimum benefits to 125% of the poverty level. Again, this is the same as President Biden's plan, but one additional thing he wants to do that President Biden has not included in his current proposal is to cut the amount of taxes that people on Social Security pay. Now, currently, if you make about over $18,000 per year, you begin to be paying taxes on your benefits. But he's actually proposing raising that to $50,000 for a single individual and $100,000 for a married couple. Meaning, if you get Social Security benefits and you have a 401k or other forms of retirement income, you will not even begin to be paying taxes on your benefits until you make $50,000 per year, which would save millions of Americans a lot of money. At the same time, as he wants to increase benefits, he wants to make sure that he protects people who are on Medicaid. This income would not disqualify you from qualifying for Medicaid healthcare. Now, similar to President Biden, to pay for this, he wants to make sure that those who make more than $400,000 per year are paying that Social Security tax. As things stand today, if you make over $140,000 per year, you do not pay into the Social Security system. He wants to change this and make sure that everyone is paying their fair share and paying into that system. Again, this is the same thing that President Biden wants to do. But the more aggressive measure that Representative John Larson wants to approve is actually increasing the percentage of that tax. Now, currently that tax is 6.2%, and that is what comes out of your paycheck and goes into the Social Security system. Now, he wants to increase that to 7.4%. And that increase in tax would actually make the program solvent until 2100, making it solvent for the rest of the century. But at the same time, this increase in tax is what's getting the most pushback, not only from Republicans, but moderate Democrats as well. That's about a 1.2% increase. And and would be slowly phased in over about 20 years. But this would help provide a larger monthly benefits for the majority of you who are on Social Security. And guys, let me know in the comments what you think of this proposal. We do expect Social Security benefits reform to occur sometime in this year or next year, as President Biden had promised to do so throughout his campaign. And this is just one proposal of many. We have more proposals by Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and President Biden himself. So we do expect to have a lot of updates in the next few months. So if you'd like to have more updates on Social Security, don't forget to subscribe. I will keep you posted on that $200 per month stimulus boost, as well as any changes that might be coming related to Social Security, things like that COLA increase, long-term benefits reform, or a monthly stimulus boost. But guys, with that said, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share this channel with anybody who you think might find this helpful. And until the next video, take care and have a great day.